Have you ever been on a road so terrifying? Every curve feels like a near-death experience? A road where one wrong move means a 1,000-foot drop? Where there's no guardrail, no GPS signal, and no second chances? Today, we're taking you on a global tour of the most dangerous roads you can actually drive. No CGI, no Hollywood stunts. These are real roads open to the public that will test your nerves, your vehicle, and your will to survive. Let's hit the gas. Our journey begins high in the Bolivian Andes, on a road with a chilling nickname, Death Road, officially known as Yunga's Road. This 40-mile stretch connects La Paz to Caraco, dropping from 15,000 feet above sea level into the Amazon rainforest below. Add in rain, fog, rock falls, and sheer cliffs with no guardrails, and you've got a deadly combination. There's barely enough room for one car, but it's a two-way road. Every year, hundreds of travelers still try to conquer it. Some succeed, some don't. Yet despite the danger, it's become a bucket list item for thrill seekers, especially mountain bikers. Would you dare take the ride? Next, we head to the Hana Highway in Maui, Hawaii. It doesn't sound deadly. It sounds like a postcard, but don't be fooled. The 64-mile stretch hugs the coast with over 600 sharp curves and 50 narrow one-lane bridges. On one side, cliffs and crashing waves. On the other, dense jungle and sudden waterfalls that flood the road in seconds. Many underestimate the constant turns, blind corners, and slick conditions. Locals drive it like pros. Tourists, not so much. And brutal. It's beautiful. From the tropics to the Himalayas. We find ourselves on India's Zojila Pass, a remote mountain road connecting the towns of Srinagar and La in Ladakh. It sits at over 11,000 feet and is often buried under snow or cut by landslides. Imagine driving on a muddy, icy ledge with no barriers, while trucks pass inches from your door. Even military convoys struggle here, and it's one of the few routes supplying entire regions during the winter. Every time someone makes it through Zojila, it's not just a drive, it's survival. Heading north, we enter the frozen extremes of Russia's Kolyma Highway, also known as the Road of Bones. Why that name? Because it was built by prisoners in the Stalin era, and many died during its construction. Their remains are said to be buried beneath the road. It stretches over 1,200 miles through remote Siberia, with parts so isolated that breaking down could mean freezing to death. Temperatures can plunge to minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and there are long stretches with no towns, no gas stations, and no cell service. It's not just a road, it's a test of endurance. But danger isn't always icy. Sometimes it's blazing hot. There's barely room to pass another vehicle. And if you meet someone coming the other way, one of you has to reverse. For miles. Let's go to Skipper's Canyon Road in New Zealand. Cut into the side of a cliff. This narrow gravel road offers jaw-dropping views and jaw-dropping drops. It's so dangerous, your rental car insurance might be void if you drive it. One misjudged curve and your tires are over the edge. The worst part, locals drive it like it's nothing. Good luck. And then, there's Skoliang Tunnel Road in China, carved by hand through a vertical cliff faced by a group of villagers who were tired of being cut off from the outside world. The result is a narrow tunnel, with windows opening to a drop, hundreds of feet straight down. It's only about 3/4 of a mile long, but every second inside feels like forever. The road clings to the edge of the Taihong Mountains, and the twists, shadows, and sheer rock faces make it one of the most visually stunning and nerve-wracking drives in the world. Over in Norway, beauty hides danger. The Atlantic Ocean Road looks like a scenic highway, and it is, until a storm hits. Waves from the North Atlantic can literally crash over the road during high tide, making it appear like it's disappearing beneath the sea. The curves are extreme. The winds can blow cars off track, and yet it's a tourist magnet. Drivers come for the thrill and the photos. But the ocean, it doesn't care. Closer to home in the U.S. lies the infamous $1 Million Highway in Colorado. It winds through the San Juan Mountains with narrow lanes, no guardrails, and sharp drops into deep canyons. Why is it called the $1 Million Highway? It's used mainly by truckers, and it's where the show ice road truckers earned its name. Some say it's because of the $1 million views. Others say it's because you couldn't pay them $1 million to drive it again. Snow, fog, and falling rocks make it unpredictable and unforgettable. And if you think driving in traffic is bad, try the James Dalton Highway in Alaska. It's 400 miles of gravel, ice, and solitude, with only 3 towns along the way. And unlike Bolivia's death road, it's still used regularly by locals and truckers alike. Fuel is limited, so is help, and weather changes in minutes. Lose traction here, and you could be stuck for days, or worse. But what's the most dangerous road in the world? Many believe it. Bayburt D915 road. In Turkey, 106 treacherous kilometers with 29 hairpin turns and absolutely no safety barriers. This road isn't paved in parts. It cuts through steep cliffs and narrow mountain passes. There are no lights, no warning signs, no room for error. It's raw, remote, and real. So why do people drive these roads? Sometimes it's the only way to get home. Sometimes it's for work. And if you love seeing the world's most extreme places without leaving your couch, make sure to like, subscribe, and join us every week for more wild rides and wherever you're headed. Drive safe. And sometimes it's the thrill. The heart-racing silence of a mountain road. The whisper of tires on gravel with no barrier between you and the sky. The moment you realize you're not just sightseeing, you're surviving. Would you ever dare drive one of these roads? Let us know in the comments. This was the most dangerous roads you can actually drive. Thanks for watching.